Can I say something?
Please. Oh my God, I miss hearing you say that.
I was recently invited to Mexico.
You sure were.
On a trip with 12 other people.
12.
Co-ed. The straightest group of people I've been around in a very long time, as you know. There were men, there were women, people I'm not very close to. And the weeks leading up to it,
PAs,
panic attacks, nonstop. I was texting you, hey, I might never come back. Like,
no, and the thing is, we are long distance, if you know, so I sometimes, like, it's not that I forget what you look like, but you're more of like an energy to me than a physical being. So when you're texting me like, hey, like, I can't put on a bathing suit, I'm picturing the slug in the substance,
and that's what I was feeling like.
No, and I was literally, you were convincing me that that's what you looked like.
I was feeling like the ugliest girl to ever walk planet Earth, and I was being crazy, okay? And I think I can say this now. I don't care if any of these girls listen, because they were all so beautiful. So I was looking at the Instagrams of all the other girls going on the trip, being like, oh my god, I'm gonna actually end it also. I don't have to even go on the trip.
No, yeah.
And I was texting you horrible things about me, and I'm sure that was kind of concerning for you.
Well, no, because I relate. I was like, oh, I get it. Like, I was like, I'd be feeling the same way. I didn't know how to help.
Everyone in my real life, I was telling it to, like, my mother was like, no, you're, you know, everybody is beautiful, sort of thing. And I was like, this is not helping.
Yeah.
So I would go on my little walk and furiously text you.
Yeah. And I was like, wait, how can we get out of this? Like, you have to go.
And then, like, every day there'd be like a new problem.
Yeah.
Like, I would discover, oh my god, good, I'm gonna be on my period when I'm there. Like,
the period was crazy.
It was just getting worse and worse. And then I went, and it was really not that bad.
And isn't that anticipatory anxiety will really ruin a good time?
And then I texted you, bodies are just vessels, dude.
No, guys, I need you guys to picture like weeks of texts being like, I'm freaking out, I cannot do this, like, I'm getting my period, and then a couple of days of silence, and then you just get one text that says, you know, bodies are vessels. That's it. And I'm like, okay. I was happy.
Good. Yeah.
But I was like, it was also right after you put out a Substack where the little bio thing was like, I'm my favorite philosopher. And I was like, oh, this is giving philosophy.
Yep.
Like, I was like, oh, she's leaning into it. And I loved that.
And no, I'll say what it was I had been analyzing my own body and everyone else's body for weeks leading up. And I'm not ashamed to say that. I think that's a very universal experience.
It's like vulnerable. We've all done it.
I was being, you know how in the substance, like right before she goes out, she's like rubbing her face and her makeup. I was doing that for the weeks leading up to it, but with my entire being. And that's like not healthy, obviously. So like trigger warning, I guess. But then I was there and I had this, when I thought of this, I thought I was like really unlocking something. And now in hindsight, it's not that big of a deal. But you can't really like analyze and dissect bodies in real time when they are moving and breathing and eating and drinking. So if I was like alone in my room getting ready for the day, I would be analyzing myself. But the second I stepped out and I was just engaging with the real world and like jumping in the water, eating food or cooking or whatever it was, I was suddenly out of my own head and like living in my body. That sounds so lame.
No, it doesn't. It does. It's a vehicle to exist and live. Like,
and every girl on the trip, so hot, but also I couldn't analyze their bodies because they were moving
and breathing.
Yeah. And they're like constantly contorting and like they're doing things, and I think Instagram is just obviously, like, I'm beating a dead horse, but so bad because you can just stare at an image for minutes on end, and that's just not real life. You can't do that in real life. Someone is jumping in the pool, like, oh, you lost your shot to look at, and it was beautiful and it was freeing and it was amazing. And that was like a week ago. Last night, people started putting photos in the shared album. Oh, good.
A photo will do it. It's crazy. Like, someone will catch you at a bad angle, and in real life, you are not frozen in that stance, and no one's even perceiving you in that way, but seeing a bad photo will like put you out for a couple weeks. It's so hard. Which is so silly though, because that's not what real life is like. No one's perceiving you that way, but it will just ruin you. So I realized photos are the problem. Photos are the problem.
That's actually the problem. It's not the living. And the living is so beautiful. The fun part. And it made me realize, like, I think sometimes our routines make us boring. Like, I didn't want to stay in my room doing my skincare and then my makeup and then, like, picking everything out and spending hours on it. I just wanted to go out and like get in the water, and that made me feel so alive.
Yeah.
And then now looking at the photos again, I'm like, oh wow, I should have just worn makeup that day, which is I shouldn't have, because I was having so much fun.
Exactly what you mean.
Yeah. So I needed to tell you that. And then also when I came back, wasn't I telling you like the people I was most drawn to and attracted to on the trip, like not in a romantic sense, but literally like wanted to be around, were the people who were like having so much fun, not worried about what their bodies were looking like not worried about bloating or sitting weird. We're just having fun. And I was like, attraction is so complicated, and photos and Instagram and the internet have ruined it. Even like Hinge has ruined it.
Oh my god, yeah.
You just need to like feel
it's like an energy.
Yes.
I also think about even like when people do like the inverted filter, have those like inverted mirrors, and it's like, well, this is how other people see you. I feel like that's still not true, because when you're looking at yourself, you're like making a face to like look pretty, or you're like like it's like not like someone's true essence of just like how you actually look in real life.
Not
that
it
even matters what you look like.
But have you ever like seen your friend look in the mirror and they make a face, and you're like, I've never seen you make that face unless
like you don't look like that. Yeah 100%.
Because
so
I see like the second we are like putting our lip gloss on, we
look
like
different.
Try to
be like pretty.
Yeah,
but it's almost like
gorgeous.
Of course, duh. But like, yeah. It's so weird.
It's like performance, which is so fun sometimes. But yeah, at the time I was feeling so upbeat about body image. Again, I'm back to like a normal place where it's just like, it sucks.
Yeah.
You
yeah.
know?
I mean, it does suck.
But the 4 days I was there, I was like, oh my God, bodies are literally just vessels.
No, and that did kind of change my perspective a little bit when you said that. The
Really?
living and breathing part. Because you're right. Like, photos are so
static.
Unforgiving.
Yes, they're so unforgiving. And they're so like permanent.
Yeah.
You know?
Uh-huh.
I hate the feeling of looking at a photo and being like, oh, girl, you could have breathed in a little.
I hate that.
Or breathed. I don't know.
Yeah, like I wish, and it's like someone should have told me to like.
Yeah,
suck
someone
in.
should have told me to maybe change my posture. And all the photos people took of me from the back, I'm hunched over, and I'm like, hey, could you please delete that out of the shared album? They're putting photos in the shared album that I'm like, oh, I would love for you to delete that, but I don't know how to ask.
Right, and you can't. Yeah,
because there's other people in the photo that like love it of themselves.
I hate that. I hate that so much.
Anyways, thought that was like a human moment. Wanted to share.
Can you imagine going on a brand trip? Like, not even. I've never really been on a brand trip where you're like on a beach in a bikini. And can I say something? I wouldn't go.
And then, can I say something? Don't invite us.
Yeah, like don't invite us.
If you were thinking, oh, you know what I would love to do with these girls, a brand trip, don't invite us to a beach.
Right, like skiing, sure, put me in a suit. Bikini, not with influencers around. It's so hard, and it's so sad because who cares?
But like, you've gone to brand trips.
I have, but like literally skiing, like you're in like a snowsuit.
Yeah, but haven't you been in like hot tubs and stuff?
True. And let me tell you, I went home and it was hard. Influencers are perfect looking. So are models. I've been around both of those kinds of people more than I would like to, you know?
And I think it also sucks when this happened to me also. I wasn't with like signed models, but they might as well have been.
Right.
Because I've shown you them gorgeous women.
Yeah.
And it was so hard because before I went on the trip, I was like, you know, like Instagram is fake. Like people's bodies look different in real life. No,
some people are perfect.
They were perfect. So that was good.
Yeah. But to me, you're perfect and I'm not even lying. Okay, so here's the important part of the story. Maal is sending me this for weeks. She sends me the bodies or vessels, so I'm like not worried about her. But then I click her Instagram story, and you look like a perfect mermaid princess, and I'm like, oh, I felt so not bad for you anymore.
And you were like imagining the slug.
No, literally. And I was like, oh, you look so good. Like we're so mean to ourselves. That was actually an
amazing photo of me. Sorry, like I took the photo. And
You've taken quite a few amazing photos on that trip. Like dare I say, everyone you're in, other than the alleged shared album.
I showed you that photo. Can you at least
I didn't think it was that bad.
No, admit it.
I really didn't think it was that bad. I have to be honest. If that was you off guard, you looked great.
Can I say something? It wasn't me off guard. I knew there was a photo. I was gonna lie to you for a second. But I was.
That's the worst. That's the worst when you're trying.
It's
Guys,
so embarrassing to admit you were trying to look hot and you didn't. That's so embarrassing.
Well, no, but you were like doing
Can
something.
you put your tiara on?
It's like hurting me so bad.
Okay, well, beauty is pain.
Okay. Guys, I don't know who decided to do the whole tiara bit.
She did.
It's exhausting. I think the fact that I, side note, wear a tiara as like part of my brand as the pod is there's a rumor on the street that I'm a pillow princess. Like people like actually think I'm a pillow princess. Have I told you that? I don't know.
Told me, and then what do you say to that?
I say, okay, why don't you find out for yourself? You're all talk. Isn't that true?
Rizmaster 3000.
I know, but it's like seriously, you guys are talking so much about my sex life.
Can I say something else?
Mm-hmm.
Bring back flirting with everyone.
Oh my God. I guess I have a lot I could say, but it's vulnerable.
Oh, did you not just hear me being like, oh, I was trying to
You were being
suck
so
it
vulnerable
in the pot,
too.
yeah, please.
Well, this is kind of problematic because I really don't. It's embarrassing. I've been feeling like a little bit like a pick-me lately. I told you that. So here's what's happening, guys. I have been really socializing.
You really
I feel
have.
like a socialite. Like it feels like my like living. I don't make any money, but I'm like it's on the calendar. I'm booked and I'm busy and I'm going out and I'm planning my outfits in advance and it's like there's a lot of going out involved. And I have found I've always been someone who like my sexuality is something I feel really confident in, not being gay, but the act of being like a sexual being.
Person. Yes.
So I feel really confident when I'm in a room and I'm flirting with someone. And I think flirting is such a like abstract concept because what does that mean? I am such an insecure person, and as soon as I feel a tinge of confidence, I go to therapy and I say, hey, do you think I'm a narcissist? Like I like it swings so far that lately when I've been going out, I feel really confident. And it's making me feel like guilty and like I'm doing something wrong. And I think I've never heard anyone talk about like lesbian pick-me's or the feeling of competition within lesbian spaces.
But can you be a pick-me without wanting male attention?
That's my question.
Well, I guess we can because we have our first lesbian pick-me in this room.
In the room.
On the couch.
Quite literally my mindset sometimes is like, wait, pick me. Like, wait, I know you're flirting with that person, but like choose me, pick me, love me.
Well, I need to say something is I probably shouldn't say this on the internet, but if someone wants to get with Madeline, flirt with someone else.
No,
you will be like, I need that person.
I'm like, oh, I'm locking it down. Or if like something really embarrassing happens at my expense to you, like I'll do something crazy to make it up to you. You know what I mean?
That feels like a story.
Should we tell that?
I think we should.
This
but
is so embarrassing.
Can I finish the flirting thought really quick?
Sorry. Yeah.
The flirting thing is, it's all plausible deniability. Someone will be like, hey, you were flirting with me.
No, I wasn't.
And then they feel crazy, which is messed up.
Gaslighting. We've been kind of gaslighting people lately. Flirting is so fun.
It's so fun. One of my favorite activities. And I think just generally, even if not romantic and sexually, you should just flirt with people.
I'm flirting with everyone all the time. That's kind of my new thing.
And it makes life so fun and sexy.
It makes life so fun. And also, if you walk around the world, like, I don't know if anything we're saying is problematic or like, I don't know, but back when I was in my manic state pre-meds, like years ago, I adopted this mentality and I've reintegrated it and it's really working.
Yay.
Which is walking around as if everyone wants to sleep with you so bad. Like everyone in the world.
I need to say something.
Yeah.
Everyone does want to sleep with you so bad. So this doesn't. No,
But here's the thing.
No. It's you. People want to. We walk down the street, people turn their heads, stare at you.
I don't think that's
everyone
true.
wants to sleep with you so bad. So it's actually different. This is like the thing when the hottest girl in the room is like, flirt, like dating is just so easy. You can just go up to someone and you can be like, hey, want to kiss, and they want to kiss you. Yeah,
it's also another thing that's so funny is like really pretty girls love to be like, I'm so good at manifesting. Like,
yeah,
like I was just about to be like, well, what if I'm just manifesting everyone wants to sleep with me and that's why it's true. It's so easy to say that when you're like
a hot girl.
So okay, you're right, but at least my mindset has changed where I'm like, oh, everyone wants me so bad, and that's what makes me able to flirt because I have the confidence behind me because I'm tricking myself, at least in my own head. What was I gonna say?
You were gonna tell the story.
Oh no, it's
like my favorite story ever. I was giggling when you texted it to me.
I've actually like Maal thinks I was edging her about the story, but the thing is I can't bring myself to say it out loud.
But it's just so funny because you've never held a story from me.
God.
Usually the second something happens to you, it's like, or anything happens to me, I'm like, I need to tell you right away, otherwise it's eating at me. This was the first time ever that you kind of teased it to me over text, and then every time I asked about it, you were like, oh, we don't really have to talk about it right now. Like, but I fear you might need to say it now.
It's so embarrassing.
It's not. I don't think it's that embarrassing.
You guys will see. Oh my god. So like I want you, if you're listening, POV picture it's you and tell me in the comments like how you would respond, and you can be honest.
But again, we know her, so not too honest.
Yeah, maybe I won't read these comments. Like Maal
Yes.
can siphon through them for me. Oh my god. Also, this poor person, I'm already blasting them on the internet. Not really.
I love them.
We're not getting into any specifics.
Can I say something?
Yeah.
This might be my favorite person you've ever dated.
I know.
And should we give them a name?
I don't know. Should I tell them I'm talking about them on the pod? No, because don't listen.
And they won't. If you ask them not to listen, they won't
I
listen.
love someone who does what I say. Hot.
And they're hot. Just like
and they're
physically.
fucking physically hot as
And can I say something? Tall. And can I say something else?
Smart.
They respect our relationship,
They
which is
respect
my favorite
our
thing.
relationship.
Yeah.
Oh my god, you guys, I've been going into not relationships, dating. My new thing is telling people, hey, so what I'm looking for is someone who's obsessed with me and knows their place, which is number 2 at top. Because you're always my number 1. And like,
and they're like,
someone
noted.
is like, got it.
Yeah.
Cute.
Love.
So, I wasn't going to talk about this, but okay, let me tell you this story. Oh my.
We don't have to if you don't want to.
We could always scrap this.
Oh, I need to say one last thing before you go
Please.
into this. Everyone's like, oh, like, how is podcasting? The hardest part is getting you to a place of like
Me?
Yeah, getting you specifically to a place of like confident enough to click record.
Yeah.
The entire time before, Madeline's like,
Pacing.
"Ugh, I hate this. Like, we have nothing to say. I look busted. The camera angle is so bad. Like, it's just negativity.
Sorry.
No, I'm
not
kidding.
for you guys to think I hate it. It's just like,
You don't hate it. You just,
you know when you're talking
You
to
get
your friend
anxious.
and you could just say anything?
yeah.
It's hard when it's like recorded and you have to watch yourself later and you have to then face what people on the internet have to say about what you just said.
Yeah.
So like this whole time I'm talking, I'm already hearing the comments, which is sucking the fun out of it.
I know.
Like it's like, oh, you're so whatever. I'm going to tell my story anyway.
It's such a good story. Yeah.
So hypothetically, I met this person. It was our second time ever meeting. Both were in like social situations because I'm in my socialite era. Part 2. Medicated this time, so that's really good. And you know, someone once said, I think her name was SZA, she said, why is it so hard to accept when the party is over? And she was so right for that, because sometimes the night is so good and you could just end it, but you just keep dragging it out until something bad happens.
Yeah.
You know?
I think my mother told me this when I was a wee little girl. She said nothing good ever happens at an after party. So
Oh my
true.
God.
So true.
I think Chapel Roan's mom said that too. Nothing good happens after midnight.
Yes.
So
Well, midnight is a little too soon.
yeah,
I would
but,
say
like that is so fucking true.
A 1-2, a little 2
and also
a.m.
like you're probably hot at the regular party. When you go to the after party, you're getting messy.
and you know there's things
Makeup is
smudged.
smudging.
Yeah.
Everyone's being weird. Like it's just go home earlier than later. Like less is more. Keep them wanting more.
Yeah. Mystery.
And I learned that from this experience because I didn't do that this night. I was like, oh my God, we're having such a good time. And I kind of wanted to kiss. And me and this person had not yet kissed. So I was like, oh my God, come to my apartment, twist my arm.
Yeah.
Because like we were going to share an Uber home, like stop. And my stop was first. And I was like, do you want to come inside? And they said, sure. So we go in my apartment. Mind you, when I went to this party, Maal was here beforehand.
Yes.
And we Ubered stopped together.
Yeah.
And I think I said specifically, I hope Theo doesn't shit in my apartment.
And I giggled and I was like, he won't.
He won't. And
Yeah.
I was like, you're right. And I was like, should I clean up? And you're like, you live here. It's fine. You can be normal. So like didn't clean up, didn't make my bed, dishes in the sink, not clean. Like it wasn't like bad, but it wasn't like, oh, this is like a clean person's apartment.
It wasn't bad at all.
It wasn't bad at all, but it wasn't super clean. Okay. And this person comes to my house and we have to take Theo potty together. So we're in my backyard. Theo's pottying. We're talking. It's cold outside. We come back in. We sit on. We're also, mind you, drunk, not sober. A little bit
that's how I'm
intoxicated.
visualizing this.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We sit on the couch and we're chitting and we're chatting. And like, you know when you know that you're gonna kiss someone
Oh yeah, that's
and it's
the
awkward.
best feeling.
It's like the best feeling, but
Yeah.
it's like that before where you guys are talking about nothing just to like fill the space because you both know you want to kiss, but like you're both too scared to make the move. So you're just talking about literally nothing. So it was that. We're sitting on the couch. And Theo was being rambunctious as he is.
Yep.
And I think was like barking at me as he does.
Yeah.
And so the person went and patted on my couch like, Theo, like, come on, like, relax, like, come here. Pats on the couch, picks up their hand, covered in shit.
Not yours.
Thank God.
Well, that would have been a really bad end to the story.
Wait, I'm sorry. Can you, like, no, it's happening again. Like, I want to die. Like, I think it's the worst thing that's ever happened to me.
Well, if that's the worst thing that's ever happened to you, you're completely fine.
Like, seriously, that was...
I've been, like, gaslighting her. I've been like, it's not that bad.
It is so bad. Like, oh my God. And I'm trying to, like, put myself in other people's shoes. Like if I were at someone's house and, like, I sat in their dog shit, would I care? Yeah. Like, I would.
Well, you didn't sit in it. It just got on your hand and you can wash your hands.
I know, but guys, it was so bad.
Was it, like...
No, it was pretty solid.
Yeah, so I feel
oh my God, I want to die.
I think it's easy to wash off.
It was, but it was the least, the sexual tension was building. Squashed it.
Yeah, for sure. It's bad for that night, but I don't think it's like bad overall.
Another lesson I learned, instead of like, why is it so hard to accept when the party is over, is setting the tone is so important. Like, I was a little too drunk and tired. It was like, I think 3 a.m. I didn't set mood lighting. I didn't put on music. So like, we're in overhead lighting, shits on a hand. It's silent other than Theo hitting his bone. Can you fucking imagine? Hell.
It's actually getting worse by the minute.
Hell. Overhead lighting. You know how Theo... He's in our ear doing that. Ew. Shits on a hand.
That's sending me.
Oh, go wash your hand in my sink full of dish. Like, oh my God.
She went into that sink, not the bathroom sink?
Yeah, because you had to put the shit in the trash can.
True.
Because it was like...
Solid.
Yeah.
Huh. I would have really still chosen the other bathroom.
It was the worst thing that's ever happened to me, and I did want to die. And it's over now.
Well, okay, the thing that's tough is that when you were telling me the story, I was like, oh, but they probably took it like a champ. They were like...
And they did.
Yeah, I mean, I think they took it like a champ.
People, yeah.
But I said, like, did they laugh? And you were like, no, it was silent.
We weren't really laughing. It wasn't super funny.
But they are a champ, period.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And then did you guys kiss after?
We did. Oh, and so that's where the thing happened where I was like, if the kiss is really good, no one will remember what just happened.
And so you were...
I was ready.
Putting on a show,
some may say.
Some may say there was a straddle involved.
Yeah. Oh my God, this is so specific.
And like a body roll.
And can I tell you another thing? Like, while we're fucking here, while it's already being blasted on the internet, like, it's so weird. I've been making new friends and like they all know about my social media presence and like talk about it behind my back, not in a shit talking way, just in the way where you talk about people. And like I've learned from this person because I've been spending time with them, and they're like, yeah, like I heard you have like a playlist on your TikTok called like My Summer of Sex and Partying. And the thing that's crazy is I do. So like that is something I have chosen to publicly associate with myself, but then remembering that people like see that and then have to date me is crazy.
I don't think that's bad.
I know. It just makes me want to die. My new thing, like, you know how Charlie XCX said everything is romantic? Everything is so embarrassing to me.
I just think embarrassment is a choice, and you can choose to be like, I'm an entertainer. I'm really good at my craft. I'm funny. If I were you and I got jealous easily, I wouldn't watch those videos.
Totally.
I wouldn't watch my pod.
You know what's so cool about this person, though? They were like... And I was like, how did you feel about that? And they were like, at least you know what you're doing.
Hot.
True. And
I think they are so hot and so fun. And can I tell them about Friday night?
What happened? Yeah.
So
I feel this is fucked up.
We don't have to post it. You could always ask them what they're comfortable with. But we are calling them hot on repeat. I don't know why they would.
Yeah, for real. Like, what are you gonna
giving like no personal information
That's
about
true.
them. So
and like I have a podcast. And you know that. So.
And, okay, wait. I'm blushing.
Tell me.
I was throwing an event for, like, my PhD program on Friday night.
Which is so cool, by the way.
It was so fun.
It was so cool.
And I had also really wanted to meet this person. I fear we might need to nickname them because I don't...
What could it be? I don't know.
Because it can't be, like, dog shit related.
I know. Like, I did think that, but again. So here's the thing about the dog shit is when I told it, I thought it would make me laugh, and then that could help. I still don't think it's funny. Like, it was literally not funny.
I think it's one of those things because they took it so well that in like a year's time, you could be like, oh my God, remember when that happened? And it would be funny then. It's not funny right now for you. It's already funny for me personally.
Mm-hmm.
And so you don't.
And sometimes you have to get stuff out of the way. Like, let's have something bad happen.
I also, you know what I always say, if I can't be gross around someone, what's the point? So you kind of tested that even before your first date.
Yep. Yep. Yep.
Anyways, let's not nickname them.
Anyway.
I want to tell this.
Okay.
So I'm hosting this event and I'm like, God, I really want to meet them. So what if before you guys go to this comedy show you were going to go to, what if you just stop by my event? And you were like, oh my God, yeah. But here's the thing. I forgot to mention to you, the event was bowling.
Yeah, I'm thinking we're showing up to a bar. I walk in, there's like a giant mural of Frida Kahlo.
That was so weird.
In a bra with tattoos everywhere.
Hated that.
No, I was like, I didn't know what the fuck was going on.
That must have been so awkward to bring someone to.
No,
like,
I was like,
sorry.
Oh, we're at a bowling alley. Oh, good. Yeah, but again, we've been long distance, so you don't have a ton of opportunities to meet this person, and Maal's judgment is obviously really much better than mine in a lot of ways, so I needed you to give me like your blessing.
But here's the thing is, I think you always know if I'm gonna like or dislike a person.
I wouldn't have brought them.
You would not have brought them if you thought I was not gonna like them, and that itself is a sign.
I think I'm getting better, because even the fact that like my new thing that I'm looking for is someone who's obsessed with me is huge for me. It kind of now gives me the ick when someone doesn't want me. I'm like, yes, you're a loser. Isn't that huge like development for me?
Totally. I've been trying to
it's
orchestrate
thanks to you.
that. Yeah,
so thank you.
But you guys walk in and you're like, oh, so it's a bowling alley, and I start giggling. I'm also having the time of my life. I'm like
she's like the most sparkly, just little bubbly person alive. Like, you were bouncing around. I love you in a social setting because you just have such a specific energy.
Also, did you notice everyone at the event was so tall? And so I had to be jumping to kind of get to everyone
why you were
else.
jumping? So you could see.
So I thought like for moments at a time I could be up there with everyone else. I'm jumping around.
You were jumping.
The music was so good.
It was amazing.
And we're bowling. And think about what a horrible, honestly, like social situation this is for them.
No, literally.
They are meeting this girl they really like, I'm assuming's friend at her PhD program social event, where even you didn't know most of the people.
Well, and like best friend who I've explicitly said, like, you will never mean more to me than this girl. She's everything to me. So like, if she doesn't like you, you're fucking out.
Yeah.
So
and
like,
you guys,
that's a lot of pressure.
You guys walked in and everyone was like, oh my God, they look so good together.
Aww.
You guys looked amazing. And right away I was like, oh my God, bowl.
No, literally, to this person was like, bowl for me. And they were like, okay. If someone did that to me, I would be like, wait, no. Yeah. I love when someone just does what I say.
So hot.
So hot. So fun.
Right? And I thought, like, here's my thing. My little joke the entire night was whenever someone would, like, they would roll in and it would go into the gutter thing, I'd be like, hey, well, you're either good at bowling or you're good at sex. And every time I said it, people would laugh. And it would, like, lighten the mood.
Funny.
So I knew that.
You are the cutest person alive.
Thank you. But I knew that, like, if they got a strike, like, good for them. But honestly,
that would have given me the ick.
I know. It's like, why are you trying so hard?
Yeah, why are you good at bowling of all things?
Our other friend, like, at the beginning wasn't doing so well. He is a man. And then I, like, teased him a little bit, and then he got really into it.
Like, almost too good.
And I was like, hey, calm down.
Yeah.
Like, that's weird.
Yeah.
But then
it's okay. It's okay. Oh no, this is why we need a nickname. Oh, thank God we can edit the pod. We can beep. That might be a lot of work on the editor's end.
So we can just cut that. Hey everyone, sorry, I actually said their name and I freaked out.
Anyway, this person was like,
they were just being so silly and funny, and at some point said to us, like, can I say something? And then waited for me to giggle. Like, so adorable, and they're so attractive, and were dressed so well and had this great
like,
energy.
so considerate of other people in every capacity.
Like, we're holding your drink. Love them.
Also, the first time we ever kissed, the way we kissed was they were like, can I say something? I really want to kiss you.
See, that's so cute.
That's really cute.
Love. Yeah. I'm just so happy you're with someone who, like, likes you. Or not with someone. We can cut this.
We, like, yeah. We went on a date.
Yeah.
Whatever. That's a huge update. Do you want to share anything else from Mexico?
What else? Oh my God, yes, I do.
Okay.
Speaking of couples, sorry, I don't know how else to segue this.
No, and that's what I was thinking.
There were couples on the trip in Mexico, and it's so interesting how much you can learn about someone's relationship by being on a trip with them, because we are in one 4-story house and there are 4 couples. 2 of the couples have been together for years. They live together. Like, they have a joint bank account. They are fine. Mm-hmm. They are like so secure, fine, secure, fine. And then there are 2 other couples. Mm-hmm. One of them were like, they were fighting every day and kind of making it everyone's problem.
I hate that.
Like,
unfortunately, though, I think I've been there as well.
I know. And I think we all have. Yeah. Is that crazy?
Because I think when you're traveling with couples, traveling is when couples are going to fight. I think.
You think?
I mean, I think it's a good test to any kind of relationship.
Traveling together is a very good test.
Mm-hmm. So, like, I could imagine there could be a lot of fighting that goes on.
Also, just being in a house full of friends who are like, everyone's in a bikini at all times. Like, it's just so ripe for emotion.
Total. And there's
people are drinking. Like, it's just so ripe for things to go wrong.
You're in a new environment. There's
and you're kind of also comparing yourself to other people constantly.
Of course.
Somewhere in the back of your mind, like the other couples, the other who's spending how much time together. It's just so many emotions. Mm-hmm. But one of the couples they were making it everyone's problem. Mm-hmm. Like, they would sit down at the dinner table and be like,
oh my God.
Or they would be like, I love you, right? Like, they're like working through something. It's like, the rest of us are paying good money to be here
and have a good time.
Yeah. And you're like making this a date night. Don't do it. I also am a firm believer, if you are going on a trip with couples and with single people, and the couples are like in bedrooms together at dinners and stuff, the couple should not also be seated next to each other.
Agreed.
Mingle separately. Mingle. You guys live together. Like, there is no reason for this to happen.
Or even if you're gonna sit together, like, you can still mingle separately.
Yeah, talk to different people.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. And
I agree.
There needs to be almost a handbook for how a couple should behave on a big friend group trip.
I agree.
Unless it's like a couples trip, like 3 couples going together. Yeah.
Yeah.
And it was just so interesting.
That's weird.
And sometimes, even if they're not fighting, when you can tell a couple is in a fight,
it's hard to miss.
That's almost actually worse. Because then it's like, can you guys just go figure it out and then come back
and be normal?
I hate when it's tense, or when it's like very passive aggressive. Like, someone will be at the table and be like, well, some people do this. And it's like, okay, we know that was to her. Mm-hmm. And all the girls have to kind of be on the girls' side. Not have to, like, we are on the girls' side. But then you kind of have to be a little mean to the guy. But then you're also on this friend group. It's just
awkward.
And then the second they make up, then you're the bitch.
Right. You were like, fuck him, like 2 seconds ago. Oh, I hate when that happens.
And then it's like, okay, now I'm the bad person, but I didn't really get the conflict resolution that you did.
And I was just supporting you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it's so many constant group dynamics.
Yeah.
And then, of course, like, back to the very beginning, I'm thinking about, oh my God, I have to wear a bikini.
Yeah.
Like, no one's talking
literally
about
the layers. Oh my God, a group trip.
You would have hated, I have to say.
I know. I don't think I would have agreed to that. If you were there, I would.
Well, what's really funny is the guy who invited me said, oh my God, bring Madeline. I said, she doesn't want to be here.
You know me so
I barely want to be here.
That's sweet, though.
Well, I would love to do something like this with you. Just you and me.
If I was there,
you would not have had it.
I wouldn't have went, but I wouldn't have had fun. Also, like, so many straight people, which is fine.
No, it's not. I was overwhelmed.
It's just like men specifically.
Mm-hmm. And they're great guys. It's just shh, and they won't, and you can't ask them to shh, because it was 2 guys' birthday. Like, the reason we're going on this is
I didn't know that.
A birthday trip.
Okay.
So then you can't really tell the 2 birthday boys shh.
But you want to.
But I constantly.
Yeah.
So. But you were invited. I didn't even tell you that. You were invited.
Oh,
I just said that's like, I
sweet.
know for a fact her worst nightmare, so I won't even put that on her desk.
I'm not going anywhere that involves, like, a bikini. I also don't know how to swim.
And, like, also, imagine you have, like, I was thinking about you having to break it to us, like, no, I don't want to come.
That was so sweet
You would feel anxious of, like, how can I tell them that's my worst nightmare without it sounding, like, personal?
Yeah. Well, no, I think I could have told you, like, hey, that's my worst nightmare. And you would have been like, I know.
Like, it would be so weird for me to invite you to that. You'd be like, absolutely
What
not.
am I going to sleep by my... No, that's horrible.
No,
but, like,
I
nice
know.
thought. I hope we travel together this year.
We will. Just not in that sort of way.
No. Like a me and you only.
Yes.
Yeah.
We even could do a friend group trip, but
me
not...
and you.
Yeah. Yeah.
I guess a friend trip.
We could do a friend trip, just not with certain people. Like, it just matters so much the people you travel with.
Does.
That's like my thesis statement.
Yeah. And you're good at, like, knowing who to invite to things, like parties. Do you have your birthday party planned yet?
Can I say something? Last year I had the most fun birthday ever, and I know I can't top it.
It was like a pretty great birthday party.
And I invited a lot of people last year, and I think if I do something this time, I want it to be so teeny tiny intimate.
Really? Okay.
Like, I think the 25th year of my life will be all about my closest relationships.
Yeah.
I just want it to be so, like, small. Because I think that's my frontal lobe developing.
Totally. 25 is like a big age.
Keeping my circle small. That's I guess it's always been my thing.
Yeah.
But I'm really going to prioritize it from here on out.
Okay. I support that.
And, like, I have to say something else. I don't think I could ever be, like, a birthday trip kind of gal myself. Because I don't really need all my friend groups mixing in that sort of way.
And that's so much pressure and money, and I would feel bad for people spending their money.
Exactly. I can't
do
it. I know some people love that, but it's like, if someone else then isn't having fun on my birthday trip, I will feel bad, and then I won't be able to have fun.
And like, they'll feel bad that you're feeling bad, and everything is so weird.
It's just so complicated. I would much rather be like, everyone meet at this bar, we're dancing. Period.
Yes.
Easy.
Yeah.
You know, I want it to be kind of not my problem, I guess.
Yeah. Maybe like, I loved your theme though.
We could do a theme again.
I mean, it's your birthday.
I'm so down for
I love a theme.
I've already kind of thought of the guest list, and it's 5 people.
Okay.
If that's okay with everyone.
If I'm invited, that's so fine by me.
And then if I would do like 1 in Chicago, 1 in SF.
Yeah.
5 people each. Oh my God, my dream.
That's perfect.
That's perfect.
Yeah. Yeah.
And also, if you really think about it, we could also just do you and me on this, like, on
right
a couch.
here.
The thought of like even ever doing a bachelorette trip is, I love my girlfriends more than anything in this world, but the thought of all of us traveling somewhere tropical, all having to be in bikinis, like, no, I don't hate my friends. And have
little peni on a stick.
wait.
That's the worst part.
Ew. Also, the fact that all bachelorette parties kind of are like centering the guy. They have like his head on no.
And the men's are also centering the strippers.
I hate it.
It is so, bachelorette culture is so fucking weird.
And I just wouldn't want my friends to like spend money on me. I don't know.
I wouldn't mind that part, but it's just the energy, the whole concept of like, your last night. What? Your last night single? Babe, you're not single though. You guys are engaged. Don't be crazy.
That's the thing that no one talks about. Your last night single was hopefully years ago.
Also, what is it that they chant, like, one dick for life or whatever it is? It's like, stop.
Ew.
It's so weird.
Ew. I don't like it.
It's so interesting, like, gay culture and comparing it, because I don't think gay people, if they ever do, anytime I've seen a gay person do a bachelorette party, it's together, and they just kind of
something which might be problematic.
Yeah. You hate that.
No.
Because you want to be with your friends alone.
Well, yes. And is it because queer culture has more open and poly relationships? Straight culture is more like puritanical and monogamous.
I was thinking it's more so because there's like this whole thing that like men, it's so hard for men to be monogamous, and they're like giving such a sacrifice to marry someone.
True.
Another fucking thing, I didn't even tell you, I don't know if you saw this. I have our fucking Instagram comments turned on for Kiss Pod.
Oh, good. I don't.
It's okay, good.
We both didn't even ever plan this, but we have different comments.
Because you do, yeah.
I'm Spotify, you're YouTube, you're Instagram,
you're TikTok.
I'm TikTok.
I'm not.
And trust me, that's for the best.
That's for the brave.
The hate we get on our TikTok account is so bad.
Insane. Yeah. So we got a comment, which literally makes no sense. It was on a clip of me saying that I texted someone for their half birthday. Oh my God, update? I did. Never responded.
Yay.
And can I say something? Take a risk.
I kind
knew
of called
that was gonna happen. Yeah. Me too. And again, sometimes you have to take a risk. Like, I don't regret it. Okay, now I know. That was like a nail in the coffin.
Yep.
Anyway, yeah. So it was a comment on that video where all I said, well, literally was, I'm gonna text someone on their half birthday, and you said, I think it's almost better to just text them and be like, hey, do you want a kiss? I think you were hot, or whatever. The comment said, oh, so you think it's empowering to sleep around?
And it's a man.
And it was a man.
Of
and
course.
Number one, no one said anything about sex. Number two, what if I'm sleeping around because I'm horny? Why do I, a woman, have to make everything I do like empowering or like this or that? And I feel like that's so straight culture, because queer people are not like, well, I'm having sex because it's empowering. We're like, no, we're just horny.
We're having fun.
But like straight people don't center women's pleasure. It's like always about the man. Like people forget that women also have sexual needs.
Oh yeah, left and right.
You know what I mean?
Can I say something else, like really taking this to a different place?
Yeah.
I don't know how to say this nicely.
Maybe don't. Say it nicely.
Okay.
Say it regularly.
I'm like, we shouldn't say I hate men, da da da. Oh my God.
Men hate us.
Men hate us so much.
So much.
The Reels comments are so horrific. I sent you some this morning that I got.
Scary,
threatening,
and the way that they gang up together, they're so weird.
And okay, let me paint a picture. I wake up this morning. I've kind of been on my Reels game, I have to say.
You've been fucking killing it as well.
Can I say something else? Sorry, let's rewind.
Okay.
We haven't potted in a while, so if we're a little frantic, that's why.
Rusty.
Last Thursday, I accidentally posted like 13 TikToks. Were you freaking out?
No, I was happy for you because I get a notification every time she posts, and I thought you kept like deleting and reposting the same thing because every time I opened it, it was like you in the same environment in the same outfit. But then I would watch it and you said something new every time, and they were all good. So I was like, wow, you're on a fucking roll.
I've been in my flop era on TikTok for, I want to say, the last 16 months.
Everyone has been.
And suddenly...
You're back?
Suddenly I'm back, I have to say. Not that I'm saying I was shadow banned. I was just making bad content. Like
thank God.
Be so
and
clear.
people start just like saying that.
Yeah, I hate
you're
when
not
people
shadow
are like,
banned.
I was shadow banned. No, you're not. No
and
one
it's
wants to
someone
watch your
who's
video.
posting the most boring content you've ever seen. Yeah. Like, babe, I hate to break it to you.
You were not shadow banned. Like, whatever. I wasn't shadow banned. I just was flopping. That's how I'm going to say
It's fine, yeah.
And then on a Wednesday in a cafe,
I was listening to that last night.
Again because I was in between meetings. Like, I had meetings till 2 p.m. and then my next one in person at 4:30 p.m. And I was pooped. Like, I knew I wasn't going to get work done. But I'm, like, sitting in this phone booth on campus with the door locked. So you can, like, yell in there and no one can hear you.
Oh, man. I love that.
And I just pulled my phone out. The lighting is amazing. And nothing will inspire me creatively like my face looking snatched.
Literally so true.
So I'm like, oh my God, I have
a
to
little
capitalize.
BF body beauty filter. I almost said body filter. That too. No.
But like of course my beauty filter was on.
Yeah.
But
lighting is good. You were wearing a cute little outfit. You're like, hey guys, date tonight.
I had some like lipstick on. So
yeah.
I'm feeling incredible. And suddenly just video ideas are coming to me. Okay. I record one post.
Another.
And so I just post so many. People start commenting like, hey, are you trapped in there?
Hey guys, I think she's having a manic episode. That's what people would say if I did that.
Oh, for sure.
Yeah.
And I have just like self-selected that no one who follows me is like diagnosing me.
True.
Thank God. You have that happening.
Yeah,
too.
mine is different.
But yeah, I'm on TikTok posting. And of course, TikTok commenters, they're not like the best people on earth.
But they're not that bad.
Mm-mm. And the platform really allows for you to filter out a lot of very mean comments. So I love that about the app. Some start to like go kind of vi on TikTok. So I'm like, perfect. Let me just pop on over to Reels, post them there. A little one too.
Yeah. I think that's called cross posting for those in the industry. Little industry lingo for you.
Yeah, because people have been telling me, girl, you should cross post. I'm like, sorry, I don't want to K myself.
Yeah, no, for real.
And I post some videos. Hey everyone. They're like telling me vile things.
Like they're going viral and the men are like
being so nasty.
So mean.
So nasty.
And they're so jealous.
Of course.
And have no like whimsy and also keep
and
scrolling.
also like are stupid. Like in my video I literally said I do want to get married one day and everyone's like, you hate marriage. And like
imagine marrying this stupid slut. Like oh my God. Okay. No one said you have to marry her.
And guess what? You couldn't if you even wanted
to.
Yeah. Nor could you marry any woman if you even want. So whatever. This is all to say, I swear I had a point. Oh my God, here's my point. I post all that, and then the next day I happened to be hosting Admitted Students Weekend for my PhD program. That night I'd gone to dinner with a bunch of admitted students. The next morning we all were supposed to report to campus at like 9 a.m. to like have breakfast with them. All of the admitted students said when they woke up that morning and were scrolling through Instagram, they saw my Reels.
Oh no.
And like, cause it's like location based or whatever. all of them. They were like, oh, it was so weird because we went to dinner last night and then we saw you on our Instagram in the morning. That was like the worst anxiety of my life. Anyways, throughout that day, I know you go Vi all the time, so this is like not new to you at all.
No, I can't stress enough how much I relate. If someone in my real life mentions seeing anything of mine on the internet,
and that too,
you're
like,
dead to
that
me.
day while we're in a
and that's horrible.
We're in like an academic
and you're
setting.
kind of like authority a little bit.
Yeah, and I'm supposed to be taken seriously
exactly
in a very academic way.
Yeah.
So it's just weird, and then I'm not feeling great about that. And I have to say, like, usually my content is served to women or men who, like, hate me. Like, honestly, either or, especially on Reels, it's like...
Well, Reels, I don't know why they do that.
I'm getting to that as part of the story. I know we're, like, an hour into the pod, but, like...
Barely.
Promise you it's all getting back there.
Okay.
But on Friday... Again, this is going to sound so stupid to you who goes Vi all the time, but trust me, this was new to me, and I had so many mental breakthroughs because of it. For some reason, I was making content about, like, being in tech or whatever. It was served to a lot of men who didn't hate me for, like, the first time ever.
Oh.
I got the most DMs I've ever gotten in my life. I was feeling like hot shit, I must say. Not that I was interested in any of them or open or responded to any of them. It just kind of felt good.
Validation still feels good.
Every now and then there is, like, a you should die. But, like, between those...
What were they saying? Like, hey, you're so beautiful.
There's a lot of, like, has anyone ever told you you're really beautiful?
Yes.
And I wanted to, like, screenshot all of the ones that were, like...
Yeah. Has anyone ever said... Ew, I hate when men say that.
There
like
was
they're
a lot,
inventing, like discovering
like
you.
Christopher Columbus vibes. They're like, oh my god, hey, this is something.
Wait, I realized. Like, fuck you.
Which is just funny. There was a lot of like, you're my future wife, and I was like, hate to break it. You know what I mean? And then there were a couple people, because I've like grown up in the Bay Area, which is very tech focused.
True.
There were a lot of people that I know for a fact are dating someone because I know the girl.
Oh. In your DMs?
In my DMs. So that was tough, of course.
Oh, God.
I just felt like I was really doing like ethnographic research on the state of men and how they use Instagram.
Yeah.
Very interesting.
Yeah.
I fast forward to this morning where I wake up to like the most vile comments I've seen in a long time.
Insane.
But then I look up like, why is Instagram so particularly horrible? And guess what, guys? Meta, the algorithm, rewards negative comments. You know how TikTok does like watch time and things like that? Reels, if someone comments something negative or hateful, instead of suppressing it, amplifies.
That totally checks
So that
out.
isn't that like yay, like being a woman on the internet is so fun.
That checks out completely.
And then I did not cry because of the comments. I was just feeling so overwhelmed that like that's the state of our nation now.
I'm sorry.
And the world. Because we can't be like, oh, regulation should step in here. No, it won't.
No,
it won't.
That's something I've been realizing. This is kind of a side note, but even like this is such a side note, but like stay with me.
Tell me.
As you know, I was traveling and I was like gonna cancel the trip because of the plane stuff going on. Like the plane crashes. I was like so fucking scared. Like I was up all night on Fear of Flying Reddit page, which I already am in a normal state, so given the crashes, and I realized that literally like the people reporting the news don't care about us. They care about the clicks, so they know that we're all scared of flying right now, so they are reporting on every minor thing that happens because they're making money. They want the algorithm to favor them just as much as we do as creators. That was like a breakthrough for me because I was like, oh, you just have to media literacy. You have to like really think critically about like
I mean, think about even for us when we're like, oh, Gaylor, let's post a Gaylor video, we'll get clicks, or like they know and they also have the data backing it. They know all the people who are searching up like planes crashing, fear of flying, and they're like, oh, we can cash in on this. Fear is so easy to cash in on, and there's actually this like really interesting study of how many people click on something that's joyous versus scary, and it is the numbers are horrible. They are abysmal. Like sad and scary things will go viral so much easier than happy news or educational news or informative.
Literally, even that's even true for like if I started a video with like, hey guys, here are 10 beauty products I fucking hate versus hey guys, here are 10 beauty products I love. Like people love negativity and to hate. It's so interesting.
And people also love, like, they do love a no nuance take. If you're like, hey, I have something that costs $0 and takes no time and is going to make you 10 times hotter versus, hey, if you want to, like, lose weight, you have to go to the gym. And eat, like, anything that would require any sort of time and energy
and like critical thinking
and is realistic is not rewarded.
Yeah. It's like kind of empowering, dare I say, as a creator, when you recognize this and like use rage bait to your advantage. Like, I'm not like a huge rage baiter because primarily I can't take it. Hey everyone, like I'll cry myself to sleep.
Yeah.
But specifically when I have to post ads, which like I do because this is my job and like I would love to pay my rent sometimes. Sometimes I lean into that because like I have a reel right now it's not going by, but people are hating on it.
It's going by. All your content goes by.
It doesn't, I don't know who the fuck is, it's men who are being so mean to me in the comments, but like I knew that was gonna happen. And
wait, which one is it?
It's a video of me walking through my Hinge profile and I'm like, hey everyone, like, and they're like, this is only working because you're a 6 out of 10. This is the stupidest fucking profile. Okay, call me a 6. That's crazy.
That is almost funny because they
it
have
is like
never touched
the
one.
ugliest man
always.
you've ever seen.
Always.
And they're all ganging up. It's the way that men have this like camaraderie together.
You know what it is? It's the first time they've experienced community ever is like hating on a woman in a comment section.
Oh my god. That's literally what it
Period,
is.
yeah.
That's like the whole incel thing is part of the whole appeal is the community.
Yeah. No, it literally offers
It's
them
really
it offers them
sad.
friendship because then the other guy's like, you're so right, bro.
Yeah, and fuck these bitches. Yeah.
Totally.
That's so sad.
Even the whole idea of like if men are sad online, and again studies have shown this, if men are sad online or looking up any self-improvement content, literally gym content, how to invest kind of content, they are immediately down the incel pipeline, like the misogyny pipeline. And it's so much harder to recognize that the world is a hard place and you have to work hard. It's so much easier to be like, women are the problem because it's a scapegoat. Yeah,
no,
I'm
exactly.
The victim. And like every horrible man you know, it started off with him being like, why am I not Elon Musk? Oh my, like it all starts with them realizing they're never going to be great. And then it's like, oh, the reason I'm not great is because women are, like we become the problem.
Exactly.
So that was my morning. I had to tell you about that.
No, those comments made me really sad. Luckily you have like,
I do think I have thick skin.
Yeah, you, I don't know that either of us have you have a very solid sense of self.
That's right. I actually don't have thick skin. Sorry. I'm taking it back.
But if someone's like, ew, I would never marry you, you're like, okay, someone would.
I guess it doesn't,
you don't love, like, we can't really take hate. But you have a very stable sense of self, whereas someone was like, this is the dumbest bitch alive, you'd be like, okay, I know that's not true.
Exactly. There are like 2 kinds of comments, which I won't say on here, but 2 kinds of comments that do actually make me sad. But then they're so specific. I'm not going to say them.
Okay, don't.
Can I say it?
I wanted you to, but
it's when someone's like, oh, you seem like fun at parties. That one I'm like, I am. Like, I don't know why that's
crazy because you are. Yeah, you are.
I don't know why
parties.
that's the thing but that's what I'm saying is like everyone has one little thing. That's
yeah,
like,
totally. What is the other one?
Well, it's actually really funny because everyone's like, oh, people are so mean on Instagram Reels about appearance, and people keep telling me like, of course you would say this. You're pretty. Oh. So you think I'm pretty?
No, I love when that happens.
I love when they're trying to shit on me, but they accidentally make me feel gorgeous.
Yeah.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. No, I love that as well. And even when they try to tell me I'm ugly, if it's a man, I don't really care.
It's also, and then you look at them. Oh, good.
Yeah, it's like, okay.
Yay. No
Interesting.
worries.
Yeah, you can keep that opinion. That's fine. I'm feeling sleepy now.
Okay, we can stop.
We just chatted for a whole hour.
Good job. And we haven't done that in a while. You guys don't know, but we haven't done that in a month.
Has it been
longer?
Yeah.
Oh, we're amazing. We're just
great.
right back
LBP.
into it.
Thanks for watching, everyone that watches.
I know. Okay, seriously, you guys have no idea. I read everything. It means the world to us.
The edits are like, we cry. Like, I literally watch it on have the edits looping as I'm taking my makeup off at night.
The comments and the edits are my favorite thing in the world.
Today someone tagged us, made a playlist based on us.
So
it was
sweet.
So cute.
And if you have like the fan edit skills, please go ahead. Like
long live.
Don't think, oh, will they care? Oh yeah. My god, yeah.
Like, I'm saving to device, adding to favorites.
I didn't save to device. I have to do that.
Oh, I did.
Good.
Don't worry, I have it.
And I just love them so much.
Me too.
Really do. And every single comment, especially when a video isn't doing well, the solace I find is that the commenters are like,
so
the sweetest little.
And I'm like, at least someone cared.
Yeah.
It makes it all worth it.
And just love you guys.
Love you guys so much. Feeling really grateful.
Feeling really in community, like the incels.
Except ours is positive, whimsical, etc.
Wonder.
Yeah.
Amazing. Okay. Hope this
helped.
Was a good
Yeah.
I don't know. But we love you.
We do.
1, 2, 3.
Mwah.